Welcome back to Bells. We just made the switch over to Winky Pop to continue the round of 32, heat number 3 with Connor Coffin and Soli Bailey coming off the Heritage Sheet with Tom Curran and Mark Akalupo sharing the lineup. What a treat that was to watch those two go at it once again. Great job to the production crew to shift everything down to Winky Pop to get things going.
If you had that heat where it was not Bells, not Rincon, you kind of really had to make a choice on where to sit.
Looks like Connor Coffin will scrap into this first wave, drawing out a beautiful frontside carve. The lip crumbling in front of him. He snaps right through. Quick little wrap to project down the line. More full arc into the open face. Just hugging the pocket now. Still staying pretty slow motion on the inside, so he hops out. But he had a couple of clean hooks to start, opening up with the lead. Soli Bailey now with priority.
Have a look at this wave here from Connor. We're going to see a little bit of a different approach. Bell's Beach Bowl kind of dives halfway through the wave, and it's more cutbacks, whereas here we're going to see more down the line stuff. A lot of projection maneuvers. You can see him just eyeing out the sections down the line. You've got to make sure you arrive at exactly the right time to unleash those big turns. And Connor brings this one through and then surprisingly kicks out on this little inside bowl there. So maybe nothing more on offer.
Anyways, this style points, but more power points for this kid.
Connor Coffin, that's right. A big layback under the lip and now climbing that section. Connor's looked up to Tom Curran his whole life, coming from that same region. Connor always felt really lucky to get in the water and see yourself, see your son's out in the water. Different types of turns to look at towards the tail, and this was Connor out the back, Potts.
Yeah, Connor, I'm so impressed with this kid. I mean, he's he's done exactly what you need to do, and that's come back to the tour with something different. I mean, he had that stock standard, real powerful base, smooth style with that big carving maneuver, and he came out at the Gold Coast, Tom, and he started putting the fins out the back, which we hadn't seen before.
More action to come here. We've got Soli Bailey on his first ride against Connor. Rookie on tour representing Byron Bay will wrap that first section. Puts more into that forehand hook. Digging in hard on that rapid cutback. Solomon looking down the line at a good section off the lip. Squares up that layback carve and packs the end section. Beautiful read for Soli Bailey, Potts.
You want to call this wave here? Or should I?
You call it. Tell me what you see.
I like what I see here. We see this surfer from this similar type of right-handers around Byron Bay and that, right?
Yeah.
Connor. So this is a very good matchup, and this is a good opener.
Great way to just get right into the heat. Soli gave us so true. Continuing on with live action. Connor Coffin loves that big top turn arc. Amazing wall out in front. He'll just put that back foot through the lip for a solid hack on the end section. That looked really powerful to finish off strong. How'd you like this first one out the back?
I think what we'll see here is this is going to develop into really good heat. The swell is increasing. It's going to come down to wave choice. And Connor looks really good. His boards look great too. Of course it does, but there we go, some surfing.
That's right, some surfing from Soli Bailey. We watched that little draw off the top, just dropping that back shoulder. A little setup work for Soli and pushing hard on the finish. Throwing the tails out in front of him, and he'll stay on his feet.
Yeah, so here he goes. This is a wave that really looks a lot of fun, but there's a couple of things to watch out for. One, you have some of the waves don't work out. And so with that, you have to be able to pack it all into two maneuvers, or it might just open up and keep going for a ways.
Yeah, I think this last turn here, I think it's going to be the difference, blowing the tail out and getting that nice little release, bit of a grab on the rail there just to give him that extra point of contact with the board. But at the moment, you look at the scores, Connor's got a 5.5 and a 6. Soli with a 5.93, and I think that's going to be roughly around about that 6+ range as well.
Oh, we're loving our time with Tom Curran as we watch Connor Coffin, who wants to surf like Tom every time he's on a wave. Floating down the line, off the bottom hard. Nice hack there. Nice patience and tempo on a beautiful Winky Pop special. He'll blast the rim and come down perfectly.
Yeah.
Bailey scores are in, 5.93, 5.87. Connor was still out front. It looks like he's pushing that lead a little bit further.
And now Connor, well, is he going to back that up? This is a good wave from Connor. Nice little check turn there at the top. It's got him in that really nice groove. A bit of a foam climb around there, and this is where he starts to get all the damage done. That board looks really good under his feet. It's on top of the water. There's not got any drag whatsoever. And then finishes strong. So kept his speed through those turns, which I liked. Nice, clean maneuvers, no catching of the rail, and then finished strong. So I think he's going to get rid of that 5.5.
Soli Bailey commits to this wave. A 7.5 gets him into the round of 16. Big frontside carve into the pocket. Big hammer. Throwing some spray. Extends it off the top of that segment.
I have to be right up there with better than Connor's wave.
So in that case, I don't think it's enough.
First turn, nice. Second turn, a little bit of a drift there. Third turn, nice and vertical. So 3 solid back-to-back maneuvers.
Connor's got some time for an answer. Whitewater climb for the Californian. Little wrap off the top. Connor winds up. Big layback, blowtail, and somehow still fighting for the finish.
Almost.
He can't hang on. How did Connor do out the back, Tom?
Well, the big question here is whether a 7.5. See, this is a good wave, but the question really is the heat, right?
Yeah.
What do you compare that?
And compared to Connor's best score, Tom thinking that Connor got a little bit more out of that one. Last is Soli Bailey, 5.9. Spot on, Tom, with the call there and the read. Connor Coffin getting the jump into the round of 16. Tom, thanks so much for joining us. A pleasure watching you surf today, and always fun hanging out with you.